What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Broc.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Broc, and tonight we're joined for the very first time by Derek Baumann.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, Derek?
Doing great.
Awesome. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Our topic for tonight is probably, in my opinion, probably the biggest star we have in the Legends of Wrestling game, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yep. He was a guy when I first saw him was only in magazines
Yeah.
from his Georgia run, and I think I'm trying to remember his dad's promotion. Was it UW or I can't remember the promotion he wrestled in.
Yeah, I remember him from the WWF first off.
and then when he entered, I loved how they did it. You know, it was a bidding war for his services and everything.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say I'm talking a little weird because half my face is froze because I had a dentist appointment earlier and it's still frozen.
What a trooper.
Yeah.
Did you have the deep cleaning mic?
No, I had a filling, and
Okay.
then they fixed a tooth that back when I was wrestling, I got punched in the face with a steel chain, and it chipped a big chunk of tooth. So they decided, hey, since your daughter's getting married, let's touch that up and fix
There
it.
you go.
That's why the whole front of my face is numb.
Sounds like a blast.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
But the way they introduced Savage with all the managers bidding,
Mm-hmm.
I
Do you
copied that
remember
for the
that?
Matador.
Okay,
I had
that's
the
fun.
Matador follow the same thing. I just thought it was a great way to introduce somebody.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I have a lot of great memories of Randy Savage. His promos were the best, and I just happened to watch a lot of them this past week. And if you if you have time, look up the one Tito Santana crying towel. It's on YouTube. He brings out a garbage can with a towel in it and stuff. I won't spoil any of it. It's worth watching. There's a lot of great one-liners in that one.
His
Yeah,
his cream of the crop promo was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, he just kept like a magician. They just kept appearing.
yeah,
Good stuff.
he was his interviews were great,
Hmm.
highly underrated.
Oh yeah, he was a recurring guest on Arsenio Hall, and you could kind of tell that Arsenio was maybe a little bit afraid of him the whole time this was going on, what he might say or do.
And but yeah, I think, and then when I saw him beat Tito Santana for the Intercontinental title,
Hmm.
it was like at a house show or something. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't even good quality video; it was just a long distance shot, and he reaches into his trunks, gives him a shot in the head, covers him, throws out the you know the foreign object outside the ring, covers him 1, 2, 3.
Because comparatively speaking, Tito Santana was nothing but garbage.
And I have to say, I stole that finish for a match I was in. I'm like, hey, we got to use this. And the person who I was working had no idea. I just could have claimed it on my own.
Nice.
How would you guys? What are your earliest memories of Randy?
The one that really sticks out to me is WrestleMania 5 when he wrestled Hogan. I was a big fan of Savage because Hogan was the villain in that match, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, we a group of my friends and I, this was my junior year in high school. We got together at one of the guys' houses, and I just remember that match. And I think the Rockers may have wrestled the Twin Towers, Akeem and Big Boss Man, and the Rockers really sold very well. That's one of the things I remember. They just got crap beat out of them in that one.
Yeah,
The build up to that match between him and Hogan was some of the best wrestling of all time.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
You're right though. Savage was the babyface in that. Hogan was the heel. No question about it.
I don't
And I
remember. I
think
don't even think I remember that match.
I don't know if the match was as good as the build up, but the build
yeah,
up was amazing.
And I think I kind of more identified with Savage just because he was not as big as Hogan. And it's kind of hard to see now being how big I am. But back in high school, I was a scrawny little 130 pounder on the wrestling team. And Hogan was kind of not Hogan Savage. I mean, was kind of more that size rather than the big Hulk
Hmm.
monsters that even Hulk Hogan fought.
Yeah, for sure. The heel machine that was put in front of Hogan then during that time.
Yeah.
One
And
I remember a lot of like WCW Savage stands out in my mind for some reason. I don't know why, but the whole thing that where he won the World War III and Hogan again was being a jerk that Savage won. And he's like, "What it is what it is," and Hogan wouldn't let it go, and they ended up turning, I think, Savage heel after that, even though he won the Battle Royal clean, but Hogan thought that he should have won.
yeah, I don't have a Savage shirt, but I have a Flair shirt. And on the back of this, Flair is the only guy to beat Savage for a world title in both promotions.
Mm,
Interesting. They had some great matches too.
yes, that was a
Yeah.
great feud too.
Well, I think Savage pretty much had good matches against everybody. He was just one of those guys.
Yeah, he could work anybody. He was that right size. He was big enough to hang in there with the big guys and be believable,
Yeah.
and he was small enough that he could keep up with the smaller guys.
The only I think issue he really had against anybody was Andre because Andre didn't like him.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
used baby oil,
Yeah.
so Andre would just kick the living crap out of him.
Hmm. That's funny.
Who did that? How would you book him in a GWF or in your Legends Fed?
Hmm. There's so many good people you can have matches with now. Like the Legends roster is so stacked. Hmm. I would kind of put him in the Hogan role and put the heel machine after him, like use guys like Mark Henry and some of the the newer guys in the roster that we have now from the '90s. As Savage was on his way out, just put him against some of those top guys, like a Savage versus Rob Van Dam feud. I think would be amazing. Trying to think of some other ones. Yeah, that's one that popped into my mind right away. Because I do feel like he was a little bit ahead of his time as far as what
I
he
think
could do.
I think it was Continental. That might have been one of the promotions he was in.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah. The way that I usually book him in my as restarting my Legends Feds all the time, he's usually as a face just because that first set is kind of heel heavy, but I see
Hmm.
him more as kind of being like in the GWF, like as the wolf role, kind of that loner type who would fight both the good guys and the bad guys, but get the cheers, just like kind of Wolf was kind of portrayed in those earlier sets.
Yeah, I could see that for him as well.
Look at the Legends guy talking about Wolf.
Derek plays both.
I don't believe it or not. I do have all the
You
reimagined sets, but
you know of them both at least.
yes.
Yeah, I think how I would book Savage, it might be versus feuds, but with guys like the black glove Ted DiBiase and like a UWF style Fed.
Hmm.
I put him in there.
And I usually, whenever I
Mid
do my
style.
kind of, oh, I'm sorry, Mike, the
Oh,
reboots, it's pretty much always starting that $1 Million Man, Randy Savage feud from the very beginning, kind of
yep,
restarting, rehashing that feud.
Yeah, you got basically all the players involved in that.
yep.
Even Sherry.
Yeah, you can do that. And how would you book him in a GWF Fed?
Hmm. I think I changed his name to Madness.
Ah, you took my answer, Brock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nuts.
And then just make him completely off the rails, where he's just almost like a splatter type, where he's fighting any and everybody, and just make him a complete lunatic in the ring. Like make it like a side effect of the time travel, where he's actually like it's the same Randy Savage, but it was always a little bit unhinged. But when you throw in the time travel aspect of it, it takes him completely off the rails, and he's a complete lunatic now in the future. Just called madness. Sorry, Derek.
That's okay.
Should have let you go first. You're the guest.
No, it's all right. It took me a little while to think of that one too, and see, oh, you stole my time.
What a jerk I turned out to be.
I'd have him come in as the Macho Man
Hmm.
and team him up with Paragon and
Okay.
have him like a Stud City 3.0. Just a couple arrogant guys, and then you could build them eventually for that split.
Yeah.
Be good.
That's how I do that.
Nice.
But for our watch along, I picked Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. For me, this is one of my top 5 greatest matches. And this match changed wrestling forever.
Hmm.
If you watch wrestling prior to this, in a match like this match is 13 minutes, or actually this match is about 12 minutes. There's 27 pin attempts, which is insane. Prior to that, you might get 2 to 6 in a match.
Yeah.
This was a match that caused everything where they're going to kick out. It's just false attempt after false attempt after false attempt. I remember watching this, not live, but I got the video from home Coliseum because there was no internet back then,
Hmm.
and so we didn't even know who won. So I got the video within 2 weeks of it coming out,
Hmm.
and I remember me and my buddy Craig were just watching it. My mom's watching it, and all of us are on the edge of our seat. And I've never done that to a match before. It was just, we're like, oh, even my brother was there. We're like, oh, is it? Oh, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? That's all we kept thinking. Like we've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. And that I think now that's how you gauge a good match is how many near falls. And that's even how we do it when we play the game is how many tokens did they have?
Yeah. But this was the match that started it.
All right, so we have the link below. We're gonna get a little. We're gonna do a little countdown here. We'll start it off at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. So we got a scary looking Steamboat because of the quality of video here.
Yeah. This is some...
Doesn't look like he has irises in his eyes.
And this is a rare thing too, because the champion is coming in first.
Mm-hmm. Is this WrestleMania?
Yep.
I thought they were in carts for this WrestleMania.
Oh, if it isn't,
We're gonna watch this one fresh then.
yeah, this isn't the WrestleMania one.
Yeah,
this is a lead up.
There we go. There's 2 referees. Vince McMahon's very upset about it.
Oh, we got the bad guy ref and the good guy ref.
Yes. We got Liz in a matching orange dress to his who's going to be the referee?
One of the Headmers kicking out Danny Davis.
That dirty Danny Davis.
I would love to get his card.
Yeah. Steamboat had great music for the time. We definitely need a Steamboat card.
That's like my number one get, that one right there, that
Mhm.
Steamboat one.
It's one of the few that we have outstanding there. He's probably hard to get because I don't think he does a lot of conventions and stuff. Like, where would you run into him to?
He still does shows.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's part of Trago's Thez Hall of Fame, so that's I'm kind of secretly hoping that he'll, because I think, didn't they say they would have a set number 5 next year?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's my kind of grand wish. Is this the one? Is this the match where Savage injures them?
I think it is.
It might be.
That was a good setup for the WrestleMania 3 match too, all the injury and everything.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. There's the bell. Ooh. Somebody clean the heads on their VCR. Here we go.
This is easily two of the best workers of all time here.
Oh, yeah. Smaller guys for the time period, too. They'd both be giants in the ring today, though.
That's one thing about Steamboat. He did some deep arm drags.
They looked great. Like, even the way they threw each other into the corner and stuff just was better than everybody else. They made it look believable. We should have been counting near falls since we
One.
brought it up.
Beautiful.
He's working that arm
He is.
because that's what you need to do. You got to work the arm when your finishers is you flying body press.
So while we're watching this, Derek, what's the format of your play style
Um,
for your
it's
Legends
usually
Fed?
like start like 4 or 5 cards, and then take a really extended break, and then end up restarting it again. Type.
You need to stream it like me. That's why that was the main reason why I started streaming it, so I'd actually have accountability and play.
And
Oh, look at that arm drag.
he does beautiful arm drag. I'm right in the middle of one of my extended breaks with, even though we've been in school for back at school for a couple of months, that the first 2 months, like we talked before, that first month is just a bear when you go back to work.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, he's really working the arm on this one.
Yeah. It's about 6 minutes of arm work.
This is another thing you don't see anymore, though, where a guy just works a body part.
Yeah.
Storytelling is taking a back seat in wrestling these days.
Yeah.
It's just getting your moves in.
Second.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to the top. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the double axe handle.
Look at that cell. Turning
Third.
completely upside down and into the ropes.
That's 3.
Yeah, because he used to do this outside the ring, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Yeah. So this was just on Superstars?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh.
Does that count as 2?
Oh, that's a
Because
4.
you reversed it?
Got the knees up.
Here we go.
Now Steamboat's going up top.
Here he goes. Let's see what he's gonna do.
He's going to do his body press. Oh. Nope, the
Ooh.
flying karate chop.
Uh-oh, it's starting to break down here.
He's not going for the pin. He's just getting angry. I got a feeling we're going to see an Earl Hebner or Dave Hebner.
It's Dave, I believe.
Yeah, a ref bump.
This might be before the evil twin.
Oh, if he gets him down, he's a champion. That's right, because those sunset flips are.
What a maneuver.
Oh, he's going to skin the cat. Yeah.
Nice.
It's 5.
Caught him with the elbow.
Yep. Called it.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, that was he hit those ropes pretty hard.
Now he'll catch him for like a 5 count.
Where's Danny Davis?
6.
1, 2, 3. What's Danny Davis doing?
He's just making sure he's okay.
Yep.
He's a good
Yep.
colleague.
Oh,
That Hedberg got up pretty quick for that.
He
that
did.
bump.
Fragile referees. Not Dave. Oh, not the railing.
oh yeah. Maybe this is where he's going for the neck.
Oh, here it comes. He's going to climb to the top of the turnbuckle and
Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. See, this was unheard of.
Yeah.
At this time period. He beat that count.
well, his count should have been broken.
He broke the plane.
Now here comes a bell. Yep. Yeah, this is the lead up to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Here we go. What a jerk. That looked good.
Some good selling on Steamboat's part.
Mm-hmm.
And the bell comes into effect at WrestleMania 3 because he tries to go off the top, and then George Animal Steel stops him.
Yeah.
I could have done without George Steele's involvement in that match.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he takes away from it.
But see what I was talking about? Where matches prior, we had 5 pinfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Look at Dave just pushing Savage off
What
the
a
rope.
hero. What a hero. He's turning purple. Oh, right to the throat. He swallowed his tongue. He said he swallowed his tongue.
Oh, there's some trash being thrown.
Yeah, that's.
The fans are pretty upset here in
Was that a stapler?
Springfield. Oh, put him on the gurney, and Savage pulls him off.
Get some control there.
I think one of those guys is Rene Goulet.
You're probably right. I might have saw Jay Strongbow in there too. Here we go. Here's the replay. Top rope to the floor. Throat across the railing.
Seen this move done before. Look at the length of that leap. Down. Steamboat
Thank you, Jesse.
Oh,
That looked great.
yeah.
That looked like it hurt like hell. Oh, it did.
He eliminated in his own right. Look at this. But I'll tell you all I can say, very aggressive on the part of Savage. Here you see Steamboat being carried, literally carried from the ring.
Oof.
From there, the man is gasping for breath. He gets blind.
Worst medical staff in history.
Yeah.
Dump him on the floor.
I was wrong. I thought Savage attacked him. No, he just fell on his own
No, they just
accord.
dumped him on the floor.
Wow. Okay.
Man, it's been such a long time since I've heard of Vince McMahon. Gosh, I can't think of the word. Match.
Nothing?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Wow. That was a good line.
Yeah, that was. Like I said, it was. Those two had some. Well, Steamboat had some great classic matches. You know, he probably fought Flair 300 times.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a good setup for that WrestleMania 3. I just remember the vignettes of Steamboat having his like trying to practice talking into the mirror and everything.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I'm even just going through, and there's like a dozen matches
Yeah.
about
A
these
lot
two
of
fighting for the title.
a lot of old, like, strange footage and stuff too, like on those. So I don't think a lot of it was televised.
And well, I forgot to mention this before. One Christmas, my mom and dad got me a videotape of like it was Randy Savage's greatest hits, but it was all of his like Memphis stuff from because it was like I don't have it anymore, Brock. I'm sorry. I saw that in your face, like ooh, but it was like it was a cage match where the walls of the cage were really wobbly because it was like backyard fence material.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. But yeah, Randy Savage, one of the all-time best. His feud with Hogan, even like early NWO stuff before he ended up joining the NWO, I thought was hilarious. Like the promos leading up to it and stuff like that. Just he was good. Very intense guy from what I understand. Like a lot of people didn't like working with him because they're afraid that something might go awry.
Even when he was retired and he had the gray hair and the gray beard, you
Hmm.
see him go, he still looks like he could just lose it at any second.
Yeah, yeah. Just wonder how much of that is played up and how much of it was real.
I
It's
don't
hard
know.
to tell.
He was intense.
Hmm.
He was the
We
complete opposite of his brother.
yeah. Should we mention his rap career?
Randy Savage's?
Yep.
I did not know he had one.
Oh yeah. Look it up. The album's called Be a Man. It started as a diss track on Hulk Hogan, but it turned into a full album,
That's,
which I own.
do you have it on cassette or DVD or CD?
CD. They just pressed it on vinyl for the first time last year for Record Store Day.
That's kind of funny.
I tried to get it, no luck.
And well, one thing we could say too with our guest Derek, he's the first guest we've had from your Twitch stream.
True.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
We have broadcasting live 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sundays.
Which is usually right around my bedtime. So
Yeah. I apologize for
no,
that.
it's okay.
Because what's at your time? You're in Texas, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just an hour behind, but I'm like Stu. I need to go to bed early.
It's all good.
So I've been staying up because I've been trying to win those cards, which I won the first, the Pete Cottontail one, but then
Nice. Well,
after
since
that.
this airs in the future, I could show the last two. You can get a first look at them, Derek.
Ooh,
So
Yeah,
on the 29th, we're going to give away Roswell Gray
that'll be cool.
for our alien team. And then on Halloween night, this will be a little bit of a teaser. Redo a color version of Illustrios from the Filsinger Corporation set. Also joining the alien team.
who I use. Did you upgrade him or is he
Oh,
still
he's significantly upgraded.
okay?
So we have that to look forward to. So that'll be the 29th. I think this episode drops after that, but it'll drop before Halloween. So Halloween night is when it's a Tuesday. Illustrios will be available for giveaway.
I use Illustrious in my one of my feds. He's part of a group called Alien Nation.
This one.
I use that one.
Okay.
I didn't even know Broc did it. He's like, hey, that's mine.
Yep. From all the way from 1999, I think, 98 or 99, that card originally came out.
That's
So yeah,
not been too bad there.
he stood the test of time. I just wanted to colorize him because Sam found the original artwork and he's like, "Hey, guess what original art I found?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Illustrious." I'm like, "Send it to me, please," and he did. So got him colorized.
That'll be a neat one to get, hopefully.
Oh yeah, they'll be available other ways too.
Yeah, I've got two of them. Di gifted me the bunny, and then I won one of them last night.
Yep.
Yeah, because I asked that first night, I asked Chris M and Diane maybe to go on to kind of give me a better chance because they give me all their cards anyway since they
Proxy.
Chris won, then I won, and then the last two times since they haven't been able to come, then
It's
I
Chris's
don't.
fault.
Yeah, but he's a good son-in-law, so I can't complain.
Look at Derek just loading the feed.
He is.
Hey,
Hey, I got affiliated with
that's
Stream
actually how
Raiders
I
because
got
of
him.
Derek.
That's actually how I got him because I think Brock was trying to go for. I think he was going to give like some prizes if we got like 30 viewers at a time. So I called him up. I said both of you go on two separate accounts, and I even got my one of my grandsons to join up. He doesn't come on hardly ever anymore.
Yeah, I think you got me affiliated with Stream Raiders that weekend when we first tried. So I appreciate that. So yeah, the stream it's pretty fun. Some more Stream Raider skins coming out in the next few weeks, hopefully. And the skinathon on November 5th, I think it's the first
It
Sunday.
doesn't sound pornographic at all.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. I should market it as that. Maybe people will tune in.
The skinathon.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Derek. We'll have to
thank
have you
so much.
back.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was a little nervous in my debut. So
It's nothing to worry about. It's very, very unprofessional, I guess.
Yeah, you say unprofessional.
Casual. We'll say casual instead of unprofessional. We keep it cool here. We don't take it too seriously. Even though we should.
Yeah. But I feel so special amongst the Twitch crew that I got a preview before everybody else did of those last two.
Yeah, you're a full 2 weeks ahead of everybody else officially.
Yeah.
You'll just have to keep it on the DL for the next 2 weeks.
I know.
I trust them.
Plus what you told me about that other stuff,
Yes.
which I almost gave away.
It's all good.
And
What happens on Twitch, many people don't know or care about. So. So awesome. Thanks again, Derek. Appreciate you staying up late with us.
Yep. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the honor that you guys invited me.
Yeah, we'll have you back for sure.
Awesome.
Always more to talk about. So yeah, if you're just watching us for the first time and have not clicked that subscribe button, Diane maybe Chris M215, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. There we go, my thumb is in focus. And while you're here, scroll on down to the description below where you will find all of our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Lamprey, the Filsinger Games fan cast from Grant. Here on YouTube, you also find Grant's solo promoter, which is a great watch, Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling, Brad Plays 81. Speaking of my Twitch stream, he's an active viewer there. I'm out of focus, but that's okay. Check Brad out. You'll have After Further Review here as well. Over on Twitch, I'm live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're giving away a few more cards, as you saw a little bit ago, for the Halloween season. So we'll be doing that on the 29th and on Halloween night, which is a Tuesday, both at 9 p.m. Last chance to get those last two cards. And yeah, if you have something you'd like us to add in the description below, please let one of us know. We'd be happy to include it to get the word out for your content as well.
And for those of people keeping count, this is episode 99.
Mm-hmm.
We hit triple digits next week.
Yep. And then we cancel the show.
And then 4 episodes after that is 2 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Consistent.
More consistent than the Roll Up podcast.
We are pretty consistent though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might have to in order to keep consistency, we might have to start recording double takes because there's gonna be a third little baby here in this house soon. So that might uproot everything. So Derek's gonna be the new co-host.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
He didn't know until just now. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Thanks, Derek. We'll see you all next time.
Good night, Guelph.
Good night.
Good night.
Burlington. It's the only other
That's close.
Ontario. All right, later.
Bye.